join us today for today's webinar on chakra and astro healing. Thank you everyone for joining us from around the world. A lot of folks from America. Glad to have you join us today, this evening. The timing is a little bit different than our usual webinars, but we have a special guest, Dr. Sahila, and then we're going to get into the rest of the program that we have as well with Guru Siddharth Banerjee. So you may have come across Chakra Healing. You know, we have the Ayurveda program. We have a lot of layers to this, and we've offered different courses. We've offered different webinars, but let's just start with our bodies, right? Indeed, designed for movement. And while our minds were designed to find stillness and focus, sometimes it doesn't feel like that. You know, the finding the stillness and the focus with the mind is difficult, and there's so many layers to that. So in today's urban societies, we practice the opposite. There is a common misconception that physical exertion in the gym is sufficient for both body and mind. It's important to recognize that while exercise is undoubtedly beneficial for our physical health, it may not address the mental exhaustion and feeling of incompleteness that many individuals experience. So when we engage in intense physical activities such as the gym, you know, our bodies are putting through strain, causing us to breathe faster, work up sweat. When this may improve our physical fitness and appearance, it does not necessarily provide the respite that our stressed minds need. So how do we achieve the state of still mind in a body that moves with ease and comfort? And this is exactly what we're going to explore in our webinar today with Guru Siddharth Banerjee, who has been in the Himalayas, I guess, for 10 years. So you got to tell us some stories behind that, how you got up there, where you are now, and practices and teaches many Indian sciences, including Ayurveda, face reading. I've heard about palm reading, but also face reading, astrology, Vastu, Shastra, mudras, mantras, and many more. We're also going to be talking reading and chakra healing plan of two people known to me. All right, and so we're going to get this started with Dr. Sahila, who is now a faculty at Hindu University of America. I had the pleasure of meeting her in New Jersey and seeing what she's been doing on her own, going from a internal medicine doctor to the founder of Wellness with Sahila, a pioneer among the US trained doctors who are integrating modern medicine with Indian sciences like yoga and Ayurveda and chakras. She's written books, published various ones, one called the Chakra Handbook, The Why Behind Cancer, Sattvic Diet for Us or for US, and working on many other books too, right? On obesity, on the science of Kundalini, 21 steps to reprogram your mind. And she's got her own history of education, right? MBBS from prestigious MS Ramaya College in Bangalore, and where she did a residency in New Jersey. But she worked at, I think, 5 different hospitals over 15 years. But the American system focused on disease and surgery and pills and what we're transitioning to in terms of prevention and holistic healthcare and foresight, all of this other stuff that we're so glad to have Dr. Sahila leading us with. So with that, let me hand it over to Dr. Sahila to present this next part of the webinar or get us started on this. My pleasure. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ankurji. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. And thank you, Sidat sir, for joining us. And before I introduce Sidat sir, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone for spending this precious moments where you could be with family or watching TV, but you chose to be here to learn something about your body and mind. And that says a lot. So you want to grow spiritually, you want to enhance your thought process. So when we come to, I'm also, for those of you, I know some of you are my existing students. I also teach the Chakra Healing program for Hindu University of America. Our next program, winter, is going to start from January 24th. So if any one of you are thinking to enroll, then this is a good time. So let's start with what is chakra healing, because some of you may not know what is the importance of chakra healing. So can you see the slide, Ankur? Can you see my slide?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know
So
if you
I'm
can go
just
into
going to
presentation mode, but we can see the slide.
That's good. That's good. So I'm just going to share just a few slides to introduce today's topic. So this way, then Siddharth ji will then share his input. So when we talk about happiness in a broad sense, like these are the 10 things that everyone's looking for in today's world, right? Number one is, that you find a spouse who's your best friend, your kids and siblings grow up to be conscious, healthy individuals. Your friends and neighbors are experiencing joy and peace, because we don't want to be in a place where there's war and chaos and all that. Your parents are retiring with minimal health issues, and they are not like, going back and forth hospitals. Your career is growing in the right direction that you anticipated, and you have all the basic necessities like food, sex, clothing, shelter. You achieved a sense of comfort with your surrounding community. Your physical health is good and allows you to conduct these daily activities with comfort and ease. And then you have established a connection with the divine, and your mental health is stable and sound. So this is pertaining to all kinds of population, universal, whether you are young, old, rich, poor, educated, not well educated, doesn't matter, because these are just basic rules of happiness that everyone wants to acquire in their life. So we are not aiming to become the president or becoming the big things. These are just basic things, and even this are so tough today. And when I say tough, I'm talking about here people in the US who have good education, good career, and still they are not able to find these 10 basic steps. So where is the disconnection? So that is what we are going to explore in the chakra healing. So when we talk about the last slide is not the one that we added.
You go ahead.
Okay. So when we talk about chakra healing process, there are 7 chakras in the body, right? And yeah, this slide. Thank you. Yeah. Mhm. Can you see, Ankur? Yeah. So this is what, can you see the slide, Ankur?
Yeah, we can see the slide and the presentation.
Yeah.
You can go into
Yeah.
presentation mode.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about for people who are new to chakras, because a lot of them are still exploring what is this subject. So there are about 108 chakras in the body, in the human body, out of which 7 are very crucial, which are in the region of the spine. So how do you identify when these are imbalanced, right? Like how Ankur had started off the conversation, we want to have a active body and a focused mind, right? But today's environment and society is supporting the opposite, meaning our bodies have become sedentary and the minds have become chaotic. Why sedentary? Because our jobs are like that, right? Even when I was working as a doctor in the hospital, tight shifts, predominantly my work was entering the information on the computer. Everybody, I'm not saying the computer's Wi-Fi and internet is bad, because that is how we are getting connected today. But the drawback is that we are stuck in one spot. We have become sedentary, and our bodies are craving for movement. And to add to that, the second half of the equation, where the minds have to be in focus, minds are in chaos. What happens when we are constantly thinking? Our work log gets piled up. Our focus is gone in different directions. We are not able to achieve our goals. And then we get into physical and mental health disorders. Most commonly, people who come to me are saying that, they're having anxiety, they're having signs of depression, they're not able to sleep well, they're not able to function, they're not able to achieve what they had planned for the day. So they're getting tired, fatigued. So, and a lot of them who are also into yoga meditation, they're not able to keep up the practice. Why? Because they're not able to connect. See, the yoga is not just an exercise, right? It's about connecting the mind and the body. So when they are not able to connect the mind and the body, then within a few weeks, they quit the practice. So I see a lot of students who join with a lot of enthusiasm, and only a small percentage continue the practice. Why? Because they are able to build that connection between the body and the mind. Now, in order to understand what is this connection, that is where the chakra practice, the chakra healing practice comes into use. And of course, there are several other Indian sciences that we will be learning more from Siddharth sir. But here in chakra healing, which is my area of specialization, we are talking about the 7 chakras. The root chakra is where I see the predominant problems today that exist, where you feel disconnected from the world. And what are the common, and if you just go through this 7 chakras, you will see, like, roughly what are the 7 things stand for. Yeah. So the Mooladhara chakra is so this is where I bring about the modern medical understanding into understanding the chakras, right? So earlier when I learned from my gurus, it was very traditional practice. Like Mooladhara was, 4 petals, and then this is the mantra, this is the mudra. But, and a lot of it was up to your imagination, which we call mysticism. But today, the practice has changed. The yoga practice and the healing practice and the way you connect with your mind and body has changed. People are expecting more logical and scientific explanations so they can understand their body and mind. And once you understand your body and mind, you're able to build that connection, and your practice becomes more intuitive, more coordinated. And that is what chakra healing is about. So for people who are not aware about why should we learn chakra healing here at Hindu University of America, this is the reason. Because you are going to learn the scientific knowledge about it. And it's like, for example, in Mooladhara, the hormone related is testosterone. And when you are not able to connect with your surrounding, the illness you see are mostly social and psychological illnesses. So here you can see how the 7 endocrine organs in this slide are arranged in the center of the body. And the center white passage that you see, you can show them. The white passage you see is the Sushumna Nadi, or the central pathway, where the energy resides. Okay, so you will be getting at least 10 posts like this, which are prepared by me prior to every session to make you understand the importance of every chakra, how it is scientifically related to your body, to your wellness, why you are developing these symptoms, why is there a blockage of this chakra, what happens when it is blocked, and what happens when you become unblocked. So those are all the things that you're going to be learning in the program. I can't delve too much into the details, but I just wanted to add the important one or two pictures which will give you the overall understanding of why chakras and why. So this is the program that we have for the next quarter. So this program runs every quarter in the year. Currently, the fall quarter is going to end in about 2 weeks, and the winter quarter is going to start from Jan 24th. And please, everyone, note this one, March 28th to 30th. This is a very special retreat. For the very first time, Hindu University of America is conducting a whole in-person retreat in Florida. And this is going to be awesome because not just me, you're going to see plenty of specialists from the HUA in person. And we're going to have yoga, Ayurveda specialists, chakra healing. I'm going to be teaching immersive chakra meditation for the students who have already taken the course. And then I'm also going to be teaching kids yoga sessions. There's going to be yoga sessions outdoors, indoors, Ayurvedic culinary skills. So these are very limited spots. So I know a lot of people have already texted me asking questions like, what is the price? What is included? What is not included? And all the details I will be coming up by next week. So I promise to share this with my students, as well as Ankur will put it in the website very soon. And this is going to be a very interesting retreat. So this is, this is also again about the retreat. Now, so this brings us to a very interesting slide here. And this is where we are going to connect with Sidat sir. Okay. So look at the earth chakra. See, so the magic of Indian sciences, everything that is in the macrocosm is in the microcosm. Every atom in the body is a representation of the universe, right? All the Indian sciences, primarily the Vedas, Vedanta, Yoga, and Ayurveda, the three big pillars, right? And chakras exist in all these pillars, in all the individual sciences. So when you look at the earth, I think predominantly I can say 99% of the audience today are in the root chakra because we are close to here, Mount Shasta, which is in California, right? And this is the survival opportunity, the place of opportunity, right? America. So we come here for a better life, for a better paycheck, for a better opportunity, for more growth. But look here, look at the seventh chakra, the highest chakra, right? And where is this? This is in Tibet, close to India. And this is where Siddharth sir has spent a lot of time. So we, from the root chakra, are connecting to Siddharth sir, who is living at the crown chakra. And not only that, Siddharth sir has done, he's also a science student like me, and he is the founder of Conscious Life Education. And he has spent enormous amount of years in Himalayas. As you all know, Himalayas is the place for spiritual masters like Gautam Buddha, Dalai Lama, so many Gurujis who are still there currently. Swami Atmananda Chaitanya, Swami Ved Bharati, Mahavatar Babaji, so many of these Gurujis have attained enlightenment and transformation. And if you spoken to some of those people who say that the energy is so high that the transformation happens very organically. So that is what I've been hearing from Siddharth sir during his lectures also. And today we are going to hear from him directly what that energy has an effect on him, and how it has transformed his life. Also, a little bit more introduction about Siddharth sir. He started from the age of 20. He started to explore living alone in the mountains. And he's also undergone training with many profound gurus, including training under Dalai Lama ji. And he has double masters in one in Ayurveda and one in science. So that's how me and Siddharth sir connect, because we both are big fanatics of science. So when we try to conduct our sessions, when we try to explain even the smallest detail, we try to go into the scientific details and try to keep the mysticism little far. There is a lot of mysticism, of course, in all of these sciences. But today we want to focus, at least the youngsters in India today, they are uh, coming up with enormous amount of scientific explanations for all of this, and that's what makes the studying of Indian science much more interesting today. And that has shown in the involvement of the students. Today we have so many enrollments, people showing interest, wanting to learn Ayurveda, wanting to learn yoga, chakras. And Siddharth sir also is an expert in mudras, mantras, astrology, face reading. So he has studied plenty of other Indian sciences. So we are going to learn not only about chakras, but a lot of other things from him in this conversation. So thank you so much, Siddharth sir. So over to you. I don't want to take too much time. I know you. I know you. When you talk, you go with the flow, and you don't like interruptions. And your flow is like a river, nonstop. So I'm not going to interrupt your flow. And over to you. I hope I did justice to your introduction. And thank you so much for spending your busy, busy day with all of us here. And over to you. So that's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Sahilaji. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Is the network fine? And thank you so much for all those lovely words. I would also like to thank all the people who have joined. I can't see them. I can just see you, so I will have an interaction, but with you, so that the knowledge spreads through this conversations to everybody. Okay, so let us begin, and let me chant Ong, the Brahmanad, the universal vibration, and we'll begin the beautiful conversation that you just started. All right. So first of all, I would request you all to please sit comfortably. Keep a spine straight. If you want to join your palms, else just keep your body comfortable. Take a few breaths. We'll all inhale together. Either you listen to me or just chant along. Shanti. 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 Om Shanti. Namaste. Namaste to everybody, and a very warm welcome. Well, right now I am in Pune. I've been traveling, and yesterday I was traveling all the way from the Himalayas, and I've come here to learn something new, because spirituality is like that, and mysticism is like that. In a scholar's life, it's all written, it's all documented, you read it, and you copy paste the same information. I have been doing that. But in mysticism, the same idea can have many ways of looking at it. So that's why I've come all the way to down south, and it's going to snow there. I stay in Shimla. Shimla is a beautiful hill station in the Himalayas. I stay mostly in Shimla and Rishikesh, where I spend most of the time of my life. And I got to learn something beyond the books. I got to learn something beyond the books, which was through listening, through being with some yogis. And that knowledge, when I practiced, it transformed my life around 10 years ago, 10 to 11 years ago. So, because of that, I could feel that yes, there is one thing that is external knowledge that we gain through our textbooks, that we gain through our universities. But there is something that is also with it, right? So, in our Shastras, in our Vedic culture, it's called Para and Apara Vidya. So, inner and outer knowledge. We all know about environment and its degradation, but the awareness and realization is internal. So, there are two different things. Yes, one is knowing it, and I know, yes, environment is not in a good this thing. And the second one is realizing it from within, feeling that emotion from within. So that is why in our traditional Vedic culture, I would not use the word Hindu always, because Hindu came later on, right? The Vedic, the Sanatan way of it, always talked about gaining inner and outer knowledge both, because only outer knowledge is not enough. Yes, so that's why we focus on inner and outer knowledge. So in this context comes the topic of chakras that you started with, doctor. And when I study any science, for example, Ayurveda, yoga, then I just finished a session on astrology, I could feel that everything has a link with chakras. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. So the way I look at it is a blueprint of our energy system is chakras. It is the software of the body. This is the hardware, and there is a software going on. Like every instrument has a hardware and a software. So hardware we all know, and we often talk about diseases in the hardware. That yes, this organ is not working. That's a hardware problem, right? Then we talk about this hormone is not getting released. That's a hardware problem. But when we use the word chakras, that is actually a software issue, right? That is the whole idea of a software. So chakras, when we talk about chakras and the software, we see that every dimension of our life is attached to this software, reflected in the hardware. Okay. So when we talk about Ayurveda, that also affects the chakras. Yoga affects the chakras. Mudra affects the chakras. Mantra affects the chakras. And also the most important thing here is astrology affects our life through the chakras. So that is why understanding this concept of chakra is very, very important. And the beauty of mysticism is that when we start learning, it is not the same way we all learned. No. You use the word mysticism, and that's what the beauty of it is. You might understand chakra in a different way. I might understand it in a different way. Because I might feel it in a different way. You might feel it in a different way. That's the beauty of it. And then such webinars are so important, where we come and discuss what was the emotion, what did you feel about it, right? So that is how we go ahead in a mystical science, where we understand and discuss our own set of realizations. Okay. So as you said, yes, the body has 108 chakras, but there are 114 chakras. Some of them are outside the body also. So here we understand this concept that I'm going to share with you of the 5 mega bodies. That is the fundamental concept we must know. Then we talk about chakras, and then I link it with all the other sciences. All right. Is that flow correct? I can't see others. I can only see you. And I never prepared.
Yes, sir.
I am a person who is long not a scholar. I don't have any textbook. And I'm going to have my breakfast right now. It's morning here. I've traveled 2 days, and it's very free. Knowledge is like, you sit under a banyan tree and you start talking, knowledge flows. So the preparation and all, I have never done in my life. I just talk the way I'm talking to you over my breakfast, right?
Sure.
And to all other participants also. So it's as free as that. So yeah. So let's start the discussion. And the topic here is called the 5 mega bodies. That has to be understood. Without that, we can't understand the other parts. So in the Vedic sciences, we don't say that this is the only body. No, this is the body, yes, but there are 5 layers to it. Yes, we have 5 layers of the body. We call them kosha, or the layers, or the plates, planes of the existence. So amongst the 5, there are more, but 5 we are going to discuss. The main 5, Pancha Mahakosh, the 5 mega bodies. So it is the physical body, Annamaya Kosha. Then comes the energy body, Pranamaya Kosha. Then comes the mental body, Manomaya Kosha. Then comes the Vijnanamaya Kosha, that is the emotional and wisdom body. And then comes the last one called the Anandamaya Kosha, the bliss body. Okay? So, when you listen to some yogis name like Vivekananda, Shivananda, Satyananda, why? Because they have fixed all the lower bodies and attained the body which is absolutely joyful and peaceful and blissing out from within. So that's why they get the name Ananda. So when you attain, when you open up unlock the 4 bodies and attain the Ananda Maya Kosha, what happens is you generate bliss from within. Your dopamine gets naturally released, so you don't need a cigarette. You have enough endorphins, you have enough joyful, happy hormones that your dependency on anything external will drastically reduce. As simple as that. Let me be very practical. So what gives me happiness? Okay, I have seen my friends, they want to party. That will give them happiness. So here, my friends are like, let's go to Goa. What will you go? Oh, you look for girls, will date somebody, will hug somebody. That will give you oxytocin, right? But if a yogi already has it, so the dependency will reduce. Similarly, good food gives us happiness. So all the external reasons for happiness will drastically reduce if we unlock these bodies. Now, here comes the trick. We cannot directly jump into mental body wisdom. See, wisdom cannot be injected. You can inject glucose, but not wisdom, right? So for that, how to attain Vijnanamaya Kosha, how to break it, how to attain a very stable and happy, joyfully blissing out mind. For that, we need to focus on the lower 2 bodies. The first one is Annamaya Kosha, the physical body. And then comes the Pranamaya Kosha, which is the most important one. Okay? All right. So here we talk about the Annamaya and Pranamaya primarily. Annamaya Kosha, made up of Anna, made up of food. This is the Annamaya Kosha. The physical, tangible body is called the Annamaya Kosha. This can be balanced with the help of good food. Yes, so I'm here in South. The place where I'm staying, what will you have for breakfast? I'll have good fruits. I'll have good idlis. I'll have healthy, holistic breakfast, good for my Annamaya Kosha. Then I will do some yoga asana, physical exercise for my Annamaya Kosha. Very good. But this is not the end, but the starting. After which comes the Pranamaya Kosha, which is the most important. And this Pranamaya Kosha is the link between the physical and the mental and the metaphysical, the higher bodies. That is why Pranamaya Kosha, made up of energy, is the most important. And this is the software I was talking about. Okay. Now, Pranamaya Kosha is the energy body, which is made up of 114 chakras, 108 in the body, 7 being the main one across the spine. That's why spinal works are very important in yoga. Okay. And also, it is not only chakras. Now, this hand is governed by chakras. When we bless, this is called Abhay Mudra, or we show the anger through slap. This is all governed by Anahata. So there has to be a connection, a wire also. Yes, this wire is called energetic channel, or which is called nadis. So chakras and also 72,000 nadis, amongst which the 3 are the main one, Ida, Pingala and Shushum. Once we have the knowledge of this entire energy, so you can understand your body as this physical body, and inside there's a software of the chakras and the energy, the channels, through which the energy is flowing. And that is what is the creation of energy body. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Now, the most important thing here is, for a science person, it is absolutely this knowledge. If I talk about this to my uncle, who's a professor in IIT, he laughs at me. My own uncle laughs at me. Are you crazy? This is not there. Because if you cut the body, you will not find any chakra. You keep on hunting it, you will not find any chakra. So I'm also, as you said, a religious fanatic. I am absolutely a scientific fanatic. I will not believe in chakra unless and until I can experience or see or whatever. I need the five senses gratification for it. So how will you get it? The nearest I could go to the chakras was that chakra is actually a whirlpool of energy. Like, electricity. Can you see electricity? No. But have you ever felt electricity? I'm sure you take a wire and put it inside the socket, you will experience electricity. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Similarly, chakras or energy are there in the body, it is there, but it has to be experienced, for which we need to settle down, which we need to internalize our awareness. When the awareness is outside, you will not experience it. We call it bahirmukhi. Extroverted awareness will never feel it. I was also very extroverted. I always say I'm a monkey turned monk. So when I was in my Hindu college days, Delhi University, I'm from Delhi University. I did my this thing in botany. I was absolutely outer, only outer. So it was not there. I could not experience it. But the moment you internalize, you start feeling it. That's why we do the yogic processes. Okay. So let me give a very easy example. In a city, we have transmitters. Yes or no? Have you seen transmitters? Have you seen those cables? And then the cables come to your home and branches and lights up your what? Different types of electrical appliances. Yes or no? Similarly,
Yes.
let's same example. Even in the body, our electrical appliances are the organs. Eyes, nose, pancreas, liver, every organ is like an electrical appliance. So what is the energy? The energy is the prana that is going to all these organs. Through which, how is it going? The cables are called the nadis, the energy channels through which the electricity, the prana is going. And where is the transmitter? Or you can say whirlpool of prana, or we can say the transmitters, or maybe the voltage control is the chakra. Simple? Yes, simple. So the voltage control is the chakra. Now, some chakras are overactive, underactive, or balanced. These are the three states of every chakra. This will decide everything in our life. So right now, my navel chakra is overactive. That's why I'm feeling hungry. Or maybe my root chakra is underactive and I'm feeling anxiety. My Agya chakra is overactive and I'm having hallucinations. My Vishuddha chakra is underactive, so I have hypothyroidism, and also I have problems in communication. So here, the most beautiful thing I was telling you, that this energy body is a bridge between the mental body and the physical body. So this chakra, let's take any random example, Anahata, will also decide my emotional states and also my health of my heart, pericardium, the lungs, and also the spine, this area, thoracic area. So because energy is the basic software that governs the functioning of both organs and the mental attributes associated with a particular chakra. And that is where this becomes so important. Okay. I will come to these questions, astral body, causal body. These are a little later on. That's a different concept. This concept, I'm only focusing on chakras. Causal body is there, astral body is there. So there are many types. I was studying about astral body. That's a different story altogether. Mysticism is endless. As you said, the river is flowing. Now you've opened the gate. Now I'm just flowing. Okay. Yeah. So this is how we understand chakras, governing physical, and also the best part is mental, emotional, psychological also. So when we balance Anahata chakra, a person who might be very selfish and self-centered can become naturally compassionate. It cannot be given to you. It has to be worked upon. Like a very, very beautiful example I always give. If I am delving in the root chakra and I want a relationship, these days a lot of Weddings happen in India. And what is the first question they ask? What does the boy do? Does he have a stable job or not? Yes or no? This attitude is nothing but survival attitude. Why do you want a stable job? Because we're looking for survival. That means when we look for a rich spouse or a person who's financially stable, that means we are approaching that particular person through root chakra. Only. That is also, I'm not saying that's not important. Never say it's good or bad. We need to have a stable partner. But if that's the only reason you're connecting, that means you're only connecting through the lower chakra. Then through sacral chakra, if I am only delving in the sacral chakra, what will I like? What will I like? I will like the beautiful curves, the beautiful handsome man, the muscles. And in a woman, I will only see the beauty. Yes, the sexual, this thing, the way I will sexually get satisfied, the shape, size, all these kind of, and many of our songs are like that, talking about the person's physical appearance.
Yes,
So,
yes.
So see, in every aspect, it is important. If I connect to somebody on a physical level, I only get attracted to, as a woman, maybe only muscles and good body, or as a man, I only want good figure. That means I am only connecting through the sacral chakra. Fine, you get attracted from the lower two chakras, you get married, and the person is here, and here it's completely zero. Here it's absolutely zero. So then comes the problem of divorce and blah, 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 blah. The whole story comes on. Mental anxiety, the partner is cheating on me, they found someone more beautiful, blah, 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 and the story continues. But if you have the knowledge of the self, the knowledge of the chakras, first know yourself, then know the world, then okay, this is how it's going. Yes? So this is how we understand chakras in the physical, emotional, psychological world. Now, what I did was, this I learned around 10 years back. Since then, I'm like, okay, I'm tuning every chakra every day through Hatha Yoga. Then I studied astrology and then Ayurveda. I was spellbound that, wow, even these affect our life through the chakras. It was absolutely stunning for me. And this is what I'm going to discuss right now. As you said, many people leave yoga because their life is in a mess. Even my life was in a mess. I did not leave it. I was lucky enough to be in the Himalayas. I was lucky enough to get gurus, but everybody is not. Yes, I'm coming to this. I know you're excited. Some people are asking questions.
Yeah, already people are asking, what is the connection?
Yes. So 10 years back, I balanced my chakra. I was stuck up in the lower chakra of Muladhara, where I was having anxiety. Since the last 11 years, I have never had anxiety. I have reasons for anxiety. I do have reasons for anxiety. Even yesterday, I did something that would give me anxiety. So instead of taking a flight, I took a very slow train. Very slow. It was giving me anxiety, but anxiety did not happen to me. It was giving me anxiety because I wanted to see, am I prepared for life or not? So instead of flight, I took a very slow moving train, which was stopping everywhere. And it was so boring. Then I was like, am I getting anxiety? No. I got a cold though, but not anxiety. Okay. Because of awareness and practice. Here comes a philosophy, a concept of Ayurveda. Then I'll go to astrology. Ayurveda, I would say, worked more for me than yoga. Yoga is a solution. Ayurveda is the knowledge of knowing where to work. Okay. For example, I know I'm a Vata person and I know I'm prone to this problem. So what will happen? My food, my lifestyle, my clothing, my attitude will be according to that. For example, I just went to Delhi for a wedding. And in that wedding, I ate a lot of spicy food. Okay. So what happened was something in the body changed. Now, because of that change, I know what to eat in the next few days to be in good health. That is Ayurveda. For example, I'm having a little cold. You can feel I can have a little cold. What breakfast should I have? What juice should I have? What fruit should I have if I know? And what I'm inhaling camphor, I don't need any medicine. This is Ayurveda. It again works through chakras. So Ayurveda has many concepts, amongst which one is called Three Dosha concept, which talks about the, please listen to this word, elemental algorithm. Elemental algorithm, the permutation and combination of 5 elements, what you are made up of. So this concept goes like, in nature, when nature manifests, it manifests in 5 elements. Yes? So everything has 5 elements with a different ratio proportion. For example, a watermelon has more water element, and there is higher amount of fire element in the chili or tomato or brinjal. Yes? Because of the acid. Clear? Broccoli has higher air element because when you eat broccoli, there is a higher chances of gas. Yes. Similarly, all the food, all the plants, all the living, non-living, and also the humans have an elemental algorithm of 5 elements. You might have more fire, I might have more space and air. So this knowledge is about the 3 dosha concept, and I was spellbound with this knowledge because I could see, yes, I'm having depression because of this element. I'm having frustration because of fire element. I have lust issues because of fire element. I have attachment issues. I cannot move on because of earth. Earth doesn't move. I have anxiety and restlessness because of air. I am not punctual because of air. I am a critic. I always criticize. I get jealous because of fire. Oh my God. Every emotion, everything is linked to the elements. Bravo. This is what Ayurveda teaches us. Okay, let's not forget about the emotions. Why am my lips pink? Why it's not dry? It's because of fire element. Why do I have dandruff? Because of air element. Why am I skinny? My body doesn't gain weight. I eat so many 8 chapatis, but still not gaining weight because of the air element. But some people eat little bit and they gain weight. Obesity, that is earth element. So every aspect of our mind, emotion, psychology, physicality is because of an elemental algorithm. And this is what the 3 dosha concept in Ayurveda says. Vata, Pitta, Kapha. So Vata is made up of air and space. Pitta is made up of fire and water. And Kapha is made up of earth and water. This knowledge, if you have in detail, you will know what to eat. Because see, if my fire is high, I will not eat spicy food. What will I consume? I will consume cooling food. At night, I was told yesterday, you will have a banana at night. If I would have had 2 bananas at night, I would not be able to speak because of the mucus. Because banana and curd, they will increase my what? Earth element. And this mucus that's happening to me right now is because of a higher earth element in the body. So what I'm going to have right now, I'm going to have some heating spices and this will be cured. Simple. So this is how Ayurveda is understood. And now understand this. These doshas are linked to your chakras. These doshas have sub-doshas. And sub-doshas are linked to your chakras. And that's what we just had a recent course. And it was so beautifully done. And even I was enjoying it because it's so much of knowledge that can really change every aspect of our life. So I will tell you one example. Every dosha, like every vata, pitta, and kapha have 5 sub-doshas. So vata, that is the air in the body, are working at 5 places in the body. So if you've heard about some Vedic mantras, pranascha, samanascha, udanascha, like that. Prana, vyana, samana, udana. I'm sure if you listen to some Vedic mantra, these pancha pranas are given very much importance. We have pancha ahavani mudras. For all the Vedic rituals are based on the 5 main vayu in the body. Prana, apana, samana, udana, vyana. Now what is this? The air in the body is manifesting in here as decision making, intelligence, that is called Adya Vata or Adya Prana, governed by the Agya Chakra. The same Vayu is working on the pelvic floor for balancing the outer force, the pressure that's putting the waste outside. So input energy is here, output energy is Apana Vata or Apana Prana. That is helping you with all the constipation and sexual issues, working on the lower 2 chakras, root and swadhisthana. Yes, which is helping you release even the menstrual issues, all the PCOS, PCOD, men have all the issues, and constipation. It's all governed in the pelvic. So we need to work on 2 chakras down there. Then comes third, Udana. Udana is here. Udana is Vishuddha chakra, working on the communication and metabolism. Udana Vata. Yes. Then comes Samana here in the navel center. Samana means absorption, the pressure of absorption of nutrients. Samana Vata. And then comes a very beautiful one, Vyana Vata, which is the aura. All the chakras you need to work on, where you will find that what is aura? We often use the word aura, chakra, aura, vibe. What is vibe? Vibe is nothing but residual prana. How to improve your vibe? By balancing the 4 other pranas. The 5th one will get automatically balanced. Similarly, we have for Pitta, for Kapha, 555. Every sub-dosha linked to set of chakras. Isn't it interesting? So I can change my life. I have a problem with my apana vata. I can change it by the knowledge of the lower 2 chakras, and then the yoga that we do for that area. Then there are the solution as yoga. I do malasan. Yes, I will do malasan. I will have all the natural. If I have constipation issues, being a vata person, constipation is very common. So what kind of fibrous food to be consumed? Then there are kriyas, then there are mudras. This is called apana mudra. Apana mudra. This is called prana mudra. You know, these mudras are there. Then we have mantras, bij mantras, as you were saying. Bij mantra is what? What is a mantra? Mantra is nothing but a vibration. And this is also vibration. Chakra is a vibration. So we are tuning into the vibration. Yes, through food. For example, I eat banana. So banana's vibration will go and heal my constipation problem because it's going to balance it. So elemental level, there is balancing happening. Yoga level, there is balancing happening. And slowly I'll come to astrology also, how astrology affects this also. Yes. So let me talk about prana a little bit. Because again, if I tell prana to my own uncle, he'll laugh at me. He's like, please get aside. There is nothing like that. He's a surgeon. He's like, I have opened the body. There is no prana. Yes. You all are all abroad. Yes, in our education system, nobody has told us about, oh, there is a prana. It's not there. If you open the body, there is no prana. Let me come very close to it through anatomy. Okay. Do you know mitochondria? How many of you know mitochondria? Yes, we all know mitochondria. What happens in the mitochondria? Glycolysis happens.
Energy house. Yeah.
Energy house. So I breathe in oxygen. I eat a chapati, glucose. So oxygen plus glucose, C6H12O6 gives CO2. I exhale out. H2O, I pee out. And ATP plus NADPH, adenosine triphosphate and NADPH. What is ATP? It is a molecule of energy. Now you break the ATP, it becomes adenosine diphosphate, and what comes out? Prana. Is it scientific? In the mitochondria, there is glycolysis happening. I breathe, I eat, and in the cell, there is glycolysis. It's all in science. It produces ATP. ATP is materialized prana. Let me make you scientifically understand. ATP is materialized prana. Okay. Now, I say that in my brain, I'm having anxiety and depression. Let's talk about depression. So what is happening? My prana in this Agya chakra is reduced. So what do? First, I need to increase the prana. How do I increase? I will do pranayama. So I will increase oxygen in the lungs. So I have to have the knowledge of alveoli. Here we have more alveoli because of gravity. Kapalbhati. Then some breathing practices, breath work. So what happens? My lungs open up, my alveoli open up, oxygen increases. As oxygen increases, body has already stored fat and food. It gets burned up. And what comes out? CO2 comes out. I pump it out. And as a byproduct, ATP increases in the body. So oxygen is directly proportional to ATP. Yes. Then I bring my ATP to the Agya chakra and fight depression. The neurons that are there here, there are nerve cells. I need some new pathways. I'm having depression because of particular emotion. Okay, I have a breakup and I'm having the same feeling, romantic and blah, blah, blah. What can I do? I can bring some energy here, make some new pathways of the neurons. So the thought will automatically take a bypass. As a yogi, your thoughts are always bypassing, no attachments, because you have enough ATP, enough neurons here for new thoughts to come, new ideas to come, acceptance to come. You work on your neurons, you become more acceptance to life. That's how we work. As anatomy scientists, I am working on my body. I'm not working as a yogi and all that. That's later. I know I'm having this problem. This is the science. This is how I change it. Yes, I recently had some negative emotions. Like this, you can move on. How? Increase the ATP. Pranayama is what? Channelize and increase, expand and channelize your prana. Expand, then I channelize through yoga. Yes, I need to bring it to that particular chakra. Balance it. Then comes knowledge of Ayurveda. Okay, I'm having this phlegm, so I will not eat a banana. I will not eat cold milk. I will do jalaneti. And I will have some spices. You see, I will be fine. Perfectly fine. Stomach, I am having burning sensations in the stomach. So what will I have? Cooling, I will do cooling pranayamas. I will eat kaphagenic food and food that has less fire, more earth, and I'm balanced. So health is like this. Your kitchen is your medical store, provided we have the knowledge. So many spices, turmeric, even easy ones, amazing spices, fennel, coriander, cumin. These are all pitta balancing. Then we have the garam masalas that we have. Everything you know how to use it. Long pepper, pepper. If you know how to make some concoctions, it's a medical store. But we are all going outside with side effects. Yes, your food is the medicine. That's what Ayurveda says. Now let me just ponder upon the most important thing. I hope we have the time. Are you guys all listening? Are you guys all there? Yes?
Yes, yes.
Sairaji, I can only see you, so I don't know. I'm using a phone. I did not
Yes,
get my
yes. I'm
laptop.
looking at the participants. They're all hanging in there.
They're there, na? Because I will be traveling like a vagabond. So vagabond should not have a laptop. I'll break my laptop because I
Of course.
live like like a king when I'm staying, but sometimes I need to come down and live like a monk. So I cannot carry a laptop. It will get broken. I have to travel randomly. So I don't carry my laptop. I'm using my phone. That's why. Sometimes you should give yourself different difficulties, like a test, how prepared you are for life. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm using the phone. Now, okay. All right. Thank you so much, Nikhilji. Thank you. Astrology, which is called Jyotish Vidya. I just finished another session. Jyotish comes from the word Jyoti. Jyoti means light. And just know this, astrology is the oldest science. Do you know that? Oldest science. Astrology is the oldest science. It says, whatever I am right now, in whatever situation, is because of a placement of a particular planet in a particular manner. That is why I'm born here and I'm doing this and I'm like this. Okay, fine. But how is this determined? This is determined through our karmic blueprints. Now let's understand this again through energy. For example, I drink this water from a copper vessel. It has a vibration, yes or no? I drink water from a plastic bottle. It has a vibration, yes or no? It's a different vibration, right? Hot water has a different vibration. Cold water has a different vibration. I get up in the morning and start having a wine. It has a different vibration. I get up in the morning and consume. Yes. So all the food I'm consuming is a chemical karma. Yes or no? Yes. Similarly, feelings and emotions are also energy. How am I making you feel right now? Is an energy. Yes or no? Yes. I am being an absolute trouble for my family people. Absolutely not conscious, just being selfish. So I'm emitting that kind of vibration. Yes or no? So we as mortal beings are constantly creating karmas. through our thoughts, through our feelings, through our talks, through our emotions, through our food, water, what I'm wearing, we are creating karmas. These karmas are not going, energy can never be created nor destroyed. So this emotion, see, for example, I make somebody feel good. Clear? They create a good feeling. So a thought comes, and thought is an energy impulse. So that thought is created through the same ATPs in the body. Yes? Law of conservation of energy. I eat banana and I create a good thought. That is my karma. I made the person feel good. That comes into my account. Similarly, a huge cosmic accounting of energy karma is being done. Okay? A huge, humongous. And who's governing it? The divine intelligence, the cosmic intelligence, pure consciousness, or God. God governs the God, the idea of God, or the accounts is being, or nature, you can say, universe. These energies, it's a science, and the energy is just there. Now, as per that blueprint of energy that I'm creating right now, I'm creating some karmas, physical, emotional, chemical, biological, feelings, emotions, how I'm making others feel, everything is documented. And this will be a blueprint of my next birth, where I'll be born in Syria or in the Himalayas or Arizona or Paris. And which family? What kind of parents? Poor, rich. So good souls, higher souls are born in good, comfortable families. But there are some negative karmas that bind us to some negative kind. I would not say use the word negative, but problematic situations. So astrology says if you have an abusive partner or a very rough or anything that's happening, financial problem, anything, it is your karma. If you attract a narcissist in your life, narcissist, yeah, these days narcissism is very common, is because it's your karma getting balanced. Now, if I understand this and I change it, you are wise. If I cry and go to a beer shop and say, oh, I'm so sad, everybody is torturing me and I'm having alcohol, what am I doing? I'm creating more negative karma for my liver. Then I'm being abusive, more negative karma. That is why being conscious of our karma is the first thing. Yes? Then, you know the karma? Okay. Somebody's being abusive. I am fine. Okay. Relax. And change your karmas. Even feeling bad is a negative karma. You know that? Being sad or being in anxiety or depression is a sin. For whom? For yourself. Yes or no? Yes? I'm not enjoying life blissfully. I'm sitting and just craving something. I'm feeling bad or maybe I'm feeling jealous. That is negative karma for myself. Clear? That's how we understand karmas. And when I did astrology, now coming to astrology, most of the remedies were karma based. You know that? Go feed a cow, go feed a monkey, donate shoes, donate this. Yes, if you study astrology, most of people don't do it in the right way. They just think they donate and forget. No, change every aspect of your karma. Give the donation to somebody who genuinely needs it, who will, that emotion will come. If I'm already stomach is full and you give me an aloo paratha, I will not care. Give me. I'll have it later. So what is the point? I don't need a shawl and you donate me a shawl just for the sake of astrology. The emotion is not created, right? So give it to the person who needs it. And it's not always material giving. Your presence, your attitude, your behavior with your colleagues, your family, your members, your relatives, your neighbors, everything is your karma. That is what is most important. People miss it. And they go on donating things and finding remedies in the temples. Okay? So astrology or Jyotish says, as per my past karmas, I am born in a particular state, in a particular country, in a particular family, with an arrangement that is because of my past karmas. Clear? It is affecting my life through chakras. Do you know that? Astrology affects my life through chakras. I have a problem. I'll give you an example. I always have accidents. You know accidents? Road accidents. So that person, I'm just giving an example. Don't take it seriously. So a person has a problem of accidents. They go to a Jyotish. They say, Baba, I have a problem. I always have accidents. Oh, you go and do this. Mangal bhari hai. Mangal is, Mars is a problem. Okay. Now what is it? Let's go deeper. Mars is emitting a particular vibration that is affecting the Manipur chakra. Mars affects the Manipur chakra. It creates an imbalance of the Pitta dosha that makes you aggressive and you meet more accidents. So every planet is linked to a dosha and dosha is linked to a chakra. That's my research. For example, Vata. I was talking about air and space. There are 3 planets affecting Vata. What are they? Mercury, fast moving Vata planet. Some of you know Vata. Vata is fast. Second is Saturn. The degeneration is Vata because Vat means also degeneration. That is actually the catabolism is Vata. And Rahu, the mind, is Vata. Pitta is governed by Surya, Sun, fire. Mars, again, red planet, fire, and Ketu. And Kapha is Jupiter, heavy, bulky, vibration, Venus, and Moon. I can't explain you how overwhelming this knowledge is. You can change everything in your life with this knowledge. So I am born in a family with an abusive father is because my son is in the wrong house. So this to understand the chart. When you understand the chart, you first accept the life. Okay, it's a karma balancing happening. Yes, I have been abusive to my father. In this life, my abusive father is there. Yes. And what an ignorant does, he keeps increasing the pool of negative karmas. An eye for an eye. Yeah. Yes. That's what we all are doing. Ignorant people do that. Ignorance will always do that. They will escape the reality, blame others. In yoga and spirituality, you can't blame. Whom are you blaming? Whom are you blaming? Your karma? Yes. I've had many friends, they're into drugs. What is the problem? Arey, my parents are abusive, that's why. My situations are bad. And then 10 excuses they have. I'm like, I have never seen anybody more ignorant than you. Your negative karma is already there and you're creating more negative karmas. What is this? But what will help them? Knowledge. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. From the ignorance of darkness, the darkness of ignorance, to the illumination of knowledge. Will any book tell you this? No. This has to be realized. You have to learn, realize, introspect, do yoga, pranayam, asan, mudra, bandha, dhyan, and you'll realize these facts. Then how to generate and change your karmas. How to change the karma patterns. How to change the blueprint of karmas affecting every aspect of your life, your career, family, relationships, feelings, emotions. We have all charts in astrology. All of them governed by planets. And these planets affecting the chakras and doshas. And that's how your life is. Okay. So that is how we understand that astrology is a blueprint of our life. This blueprint is on the body in the form of chakras. Naturally, some people are born in a particular way. Yes or no? Some people are good communicators. Some people are very stable. Some people are robust in the body. Some are weak because of chakras. And this is governed by the cosmic vibrations. So astrology, chakras, Ayurveda equals your life, my life. As ignorant, I'll be okay. Life is the way it is. As wise people, And that's what the yogis did. Yogis are what? Mystics are who? They have self-knowledge. Paravidya, then aparavidya. I know my chart, I know my structure, I know my vata, pitta, kapha, I know my which chakra is overactive, which is underactive, and I can change it through what? Yoga? Yoga is what? Yoga is nothing but generating positive karma. Simple as that. Zero karma is yoga. For that, people understand karma yoga. Karma, akarma, vikarma. Zero karma is meditation. What is meditation? Where your karma is zero. Thoughtless awareness. Zero karma is meditation. So you can create new patterns. We have got all the strength, all the knowledge to change every aspect of our life. Yoga, a spiritual process, can change every aspect of your life miraculously. For that, we need right scientific knowledge. Very important to have scientific. Belief systems won't work now. Today's Instagram generation, nobody will believe. You have to prove it. I am proving it to myself. Yes, prana, I did not believe until I understood mitochondria. Yes, prana is there. You call it ATP, I call it materialized prana. I break it and energy comes out. That's prana. What is chakra? Yes, I know it's a whirlpool of energy governing my emotions and also the physical body. Dosha. Yes, dosha is there. I know. If I eat 5 chilies, what will happen in my stomach? I know. I cannot say that it doesn't have fire element. It has fire element. Yes. Then comes astrology, where we know the blueprint of our life. What is going to happen? Many yoga people cannot continue yoga because of their life. Oh, I've got a very abusive relationship. I have colleagues, toxic colleagues. Are your shani is bhari. You focus on the shani. You see how patterns will change. What is this numerology, tarot, arrow, everything? What is happening? They are changing the vibration. Your name, your colors. We are all changing the vibration, and you will see spirituality can not only change internal. Internal can be changed through yoga. Outer can also be changed through these sciences. Every situation will change. It is a possibility. So that's what infinite possibility, spirituality, Sanatan Dharma teaches you about. Everything is possible. Everything is possible. Everything can be changed. Everything can be balanced. And that's the confidence you have. And once you have that confidence, you are in a state of Ananda.
Bliss.
Whatever is happening is for a reason. Whatever jo hoga, jab hoga. That's Gita. Yes? If you study Gita, what Krishna said, whatever has happened is for a reason. Whatever will happen is for a reason. You just focus on the present. So be in the present and change your karmas. That's what spirituality is all about.
Very nice explanation, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Right?
So I
Yes,
think
style.
there are a lot of questions. Yeah.
Oh.
Before we go to the questions, sir, I had told my students that we will discuss only one person. We don't have time. Just the numerological aspect of what you think about this person. This
Yes.
person was born November 5th, 1989.
November
5th,
1980.
1989, and the time was 5:33 a.m.
In numerology, we don't look at time.
Okay.
In astrology, we do.
Yeah.
5th, that means it's Mercury governed. This person should be careful about the speech. This person, 11, November 1, again 19. Yes. So most of the problem.
November 5. Yes. November 5.
Yes. So the person should work on the Vishuddha Chakra. Many of the issues that might be happening in her life is because of the communication and speech. So this person should work on the Vat, primarily the Vishuddha Chakra. She might have problems. Whatever in her life is because of the communication and expression. And body language is also expression. So be very careful about how you express. It's best to keep silent. Apply Antar Maun. We call it Maunavrat. That is one tip I will give her. Yes? Makes sense? Yeah, she's accepting it. Okay. So this is how we balance. Shankha Mudra, Ujjayi Pranayam, Maunavrat, and observe before reacting. You will see half the problem will be taken care of.
Yes. Yes. And
Yes.
we'll go to some questions, sir. Um, People particularly want to know about your journey in Himalayas.
Come join me.
Yeah, they are waiting to know how you started your research there and how it has changed. How do you practice yoga in the cold place?
Ah, I fall. I was in an AC compartment. That's why I'm having this. In the Himalayas, I never have cold.
Yes, I've seen your classes when you do from Himalayas, you're fine. Yeah.
I'm fine. In the dust and closed environment, I get this. Okay. So this happened when I was in Hindu college 10, 12 years back. I was very proud of being a student of Hindu college. It's the best college. I did botany there and excessively proud of myself. And I would say boastful about my education. One day I read Swami Vivekananda. In a quotation, he said, the true essence of knowledge is not mere accumulation of facts. It is the ability of detachment and concentration. As a young boy, I was like, dude, no, not Jawahar. It is Hindu College, Delhi University. So that triggered that, oh my God, I am not, I am not educated at all as per Swami Vivekananda. I'm not detached and I'm concentration is zero. So I took a sabbatical. And if you've heard about an organization named Speak Mackey that promotes Indian classical music and culture amongst youth. So we had an event in our college, in Hindu College, Delhi University. Pandit Birju Maharaj ji had come. I did the anchoring. And I was pretty inspired. And they said, this organization talks about through music, we attain a higher domain. I was inquisitive. I directly went to the founder, Dr. Kiran Seth, who is a professor emeritus of mathematics in IIT Delhi. I said, sir, I need to know this. Are you sure? I'm like, yes, I need to know this. Come. So I went and stayed with him and learned Nad Yog. Nad Yog and then Hatha Yog, and it was quite difficult. Morning 4 a.m. we used to get up and Ura Tanpura, like that is to go on. Hours, 3 hours together. Then Hatha Yog. Then I decided I need it more. So I have a little home in Shimla. I went alone. I took the notes. I took the Hatha Yoga and I stayed alone in that house where I had all sorts of experiences. I saw ghosts, I saw lights, I saw everything. So solitude was the first thing. And I stayed there alone. I made my own food. I said, as a boy, I should know everything. So I learned how to make khichdi. So moong dal khichdi I make very nicely. So I learned how to cook. I learned how to keep the house. I learned everything. I stayed alone, did my yoga, mantras, and it started like that. Then when you are getting into the process, what happens? I'll tell you, listen to this very carefully. When you start a genuine spiritual process, your negative karmas are pushed in front for you to burn it. So whenever you start a spiritual process, your negative karmas are pushed forward so that you can burn it now. So when I returned to Delhi and I did my master's, the worst time of my life started. Existential crisis, anxiety, relation issues, all the negative energies around me, and I was completely pushed down. So I was in Forest Research Institute, Dehradun, doing a master's in forestry. Life was absolutely dead. So I went to a professor. I said, I'm leaving. I don't want to do this. He's like, no, finish the course and then go. So I finished half the course and I took a sabbatical and I ran away to Muktinath, Nepal, near Kailash, Annapurna circuit. I went here, I went there. Dalai Lama ji, I also went. Many mystics. Still, I did not get the answer until I met a yogi in Dhauladhar. Long beard. Miraculous story. It was by fluke. I did not do any Googling. It was raining. I just went inside and I see this man. He asks me, what are you here for? I'm like, I need to know God. Are you sure? What's your age? I'm 20. Are you serious? You're not here to smoke up? No, I need something permanent high. And God is a permanent high. He got inspired. Come, I'll take you. 4 months I stayed with him. And he said, this is my duty towards the society. Through you, I'm going to retire after this. I'm going to South India. He's a South Indian man. I'm going to meet him now. He said, I've got a lot. I've earned a lot. I'll give you and I'll retire and do my plantation and agriculture. So see how coincidence works. I got Guru. 4 months, I stayed. I practiced Hatha Yoga, learned these philosophies, imbibed the philosophies in the mountains. And the last day, I had an experience. I cannot explain to you the experience. I cannot. I wish I could. I have tried everything. Smoking, drinking. I know what it is. My guru said, do everything. But when you have the dopamine here, you will not get attached to anything. So I can have everything. There's no moral conduct. You don't do this, you don't do that. No, I can do everything. I'm more free than anybody on the planet. I will come, I will party, but I will not need it. Because here, I'm already blissing out. That expansion happened. I was literally like this, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, completely in that consciousness. I felt at the center of the universe and boom, ecstasy without drugs. Since then, there is looking back. All the nadis and all opened up. Since then, there is problem, but no suffering. There are issues, but not negative karmas. There are a lot of issues. We all have issues, but no suffering. It's there. It's a joke going on. It's a movie going on. The movie going on. Why am I attaching to the movie? No attachment.
Witness.
And then I went.
You become the witness.
Yes. Then Tantra also I learned. I'm into Tantra now. Some Tantra practices are on. And life is moving on. It's in the flow. As a river, you're saying. Perfectly blissing out. Yes. Then I went
somebody
to
is asking, did you need a visa before going to Nepal? They're asking.
Yes. I took a visa. I went through bus. So no, I did not. India to visa. No. I just took a bus.
To Nepal.
Nepal. Tibet you might need. And Kailash, there are 5 Kailashas. Tibet is the Mansarovar Kailash. We have Srikhand Kailash, more difficult and more higher. Kinder Kailash, Badi Mahesh Kailash, Dharchula, Amarnath is also a Kailash and a Gupt Kailash. So the Himalayas are the crown chakra where this gets triggered. But it will only get triggered if the lower ones are open, if your karmic blueprints are open.
Yes.
Otherwise, you come to Kailash, there also people will do all the crazy things. Nothing will happen. For everybody in a temple, old temple, for everybody, magnetism doesn't work. See, this is copper. I put some magnet, it will not be in the magnetic field. For iron, it will work. So we have to prepare ourselves for the magnetism to work. It doesn't work for all. So that preparation is...
Poonam and others who want to connect, I have shared Sir's number. Okay, just look at that number.
One second. Give Abhishek's number. I'm going to be free. I'm not very good at...
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I gave Abhishek's number.
Abhishek's number. Yes.
Yeah, Sir has a team. So because he is constantly on the flow, yeah.
Yeah, I won't be able to attend. That's the thing. I'll keep my phone off. I'll go to some temple and sit. I don't want you to just stay. We are having classes. We are in a collaboration with many such organizations where this is the time. We say Bharat, from where knowledge comes out. And this is where the power of Hinduism or Sanatan, I would rather use the word, the knowledge of eternal truth. This is the eternal truth. Should go out. And this is why the greatest yogis have said, we are the Vishwa Gurus. Vishwa Gurus. From here, knowledge of the self comes out. And once knowledge of the self is there, everything is settled in life.
Yeah, all the big spiritual gurus are from India. Yeah.
India. Jupiter has its influence on India. So Gyan has to be there. Guru. And even I checked my chart. I have a strong guru. So that's why I got gurus like that, and that's why I'm in this profession. So it is all organically, it's all there. Right? So yes, it is our responsibility to spread the joy. I am blissing out. Why not you? Yes. How the knowledge should go. And it is in the motion. I think the equilibrium it's dynamic. It is in the flow. The kinetic energy is there. The Shakti is manifested. Yes.
Yes. Any other questions? Ankur, anybody else?
Yeah, let me actually ask the audience a question. Are you interested in enrolling in the Chakra Healing course? Just let us know. Yes, definitely. If you have questions, if you're already enrolled. And are you interested in the retreat in March? That's something that's going to be really
Yes,
exciting.
yeah.
And
So
so
we
if people
want
can fill it out and let us know.
involvement in that. And definitely with Siddharth sir, maybe we will have another webinar soon. If people are interested, we can do that. And we would love our team also to connect.
Yeah. We'll share some of the information from this webinar in the follow-up, including Sailaji's books, which when she's
Yes.
published, and Sophia was asking about that.
Yeah, somebody was asking about the books. Can you see this?
Yeah, and if you could share in full screen, that makes it easier to
Yeah.
see because of the text. So this is not full screen.
Can you see this, Ankur?
The picture's not being displayed.
1 second.
So thank you. We still have over 85 people with us for this whole webinar. Glad to have everyone stick with us. If you haven't filled out the poll, please let us know if you're interested in the course or the retreat. And Agastya, yeah, we have meditation and pranayama courses. We have about 30 to 40 courses per quarter. And we change and add and develop and all of those sorts of things. So that's part of what we offer at Hindu University of America. So thank you for that question. We do have those courses. Please check out the course catalog. Specific advice for relieving stiffness from knees and ankles. And then other people are asking details about themselves, right? They're giving date of birth or something like that. Maybe we can get into that offline.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We can always help everybody. Stiffness and all, yes, Ayurveda talks about Shleshak Kapha. There is a lot of things about this. Yes, Shleshak Kapha has to be balanced. Vat has to be balanced. Oh, you can see the books now. Yeah. Let me also see.
Yeah, Chakra Handbook is what all the Chakra Healing students are familiar with. And I recommend they get that book. The Why Behind Cancer is about the causes of cancer and how we can prevent cancer, the spiritual and the scientific path to prevention of cancer. And this 21 steps to reprogram the mind is coming out right before our retreat in March. So what our plan is to keep prints of these books, Ankur, so that people have a chance to have the physical book to read before they buy. So that is the idea. And the 21 steps to reprogram your mind includes both yoga and modern psychology. Everything that Siddharth sir was just explaining about how to reprogram the mind using the doshas, how to connect with the chakras, how to awaken the nadis. All those things will be explained in detail in the in that upcoming book. So this is going to be the book that will come up maybe in March before the retreat. That retreat we are planned. The retreat we are planned is March 28, 29, 30 for 3 nights and 4 days. And it's going to be in the Pine Lake Resort, which is part of the Hindu University of Academy. And so it is, you can, the accommodation, it comes with Sattvic meals for freshly prepared by our staff. It has yoga mats, and you can come with your family, friends. And most importantly, we want to have all the pranayams with bandhas, all that we learned in the Chakra Healing program, we will be demonstrating in the sessions. And also the Shatkarmas. We are going to be introducing the Shatkarmas, how to practice that, because there are some techniques that are best learned in person, even though we are trying to teach all of that online. There are some techniques that you have to watch, I have to feel, you have to understand. So all those things by touching. So those things are all going to be taught in the retreat. So it will be very good. If all of you who are interested can let me know or let Ankur know if you're interested. So that way we can have a rough number and, have a better planning, right? Is that what you wanted to show, Ankur? Anything else?
No, that was the main thing, making sure that we get people plugged in. And the number that you shared, whose number was that again?
Yeah, so that was Siddharth sir's team number, right,
Team
sir?
number.
Yes, we
Abhishek's
are
number.
having some online programs I've started based
Yeah.
on the research work. So because I am not traveling much for the offline thing, that will happen later on. So first of all of you are welcome to India anytime in the Himalayas. But online, we are this team. I've made a team where these friends of mine, they wanted this knowledge to go further. So we just had a very interesting course, online course on Ayurvedic yoga. Now we are going to have an astrological yoga, like vinyasas, yoga practice for balancing the planets. Something like that we are coming up with in January. So this is the next plan that we are doing, and very innovative yoga practices where it is not only the yoga mat, but also something extra, like Ayurveda. I personally benefited from Ayurveda. Now I am benefiting from astrology. So these kind of ideas I am bringing, and online I have bought. And even in the future, Doctor, I would like us to discuss these things and bring it to the people in a collaboration so that many and as many people can benefit online, offline. Right
Of
now,
course.
I've started it
Yeah.
online. So online, yes, you can give the number. He'll be able to guide you because I don't get into. I just teach. I don't want him to get into anything else. I want to learn and teach. So I made a team and very nice people. They are doing it. They're this thing. So Astro Yoga.
Somebody is asking a book for astrology. You have any?
I cannot recommend anything right now. Let me, because I'm learning from directly from gurus. So let me finish it up and then I'll be able to. Ayurveda, I can recommend you Dr. Vasant Lad. Ayurveda, I have already done complete. I
Yeah.
have done many courses on Ayurveda also, Ayurvedic yoga. So that has been very successful. A lot of people have benefited a lot online.
Yeah.
Ayurvedic yoga, Dr. Vasant Lad. You can always check Ayurveda, the Science of Self-Healing by Dr. Vasant Lad.
Yeah. Even
But again,
I have
these
read
kind
his
of-
book, sir.
you've
He's
read-
very good. And Dr. Baswati Bhattacharya, have you? Yeah.
I've not about her.
Yeah. So even
So yeah,
she's also
books are
very good. So those
very
books
nice.
are good and simple
But again,
and
I would say that when
scientific.
these kind of knowledge must be one-on-one. Books are of no use until your book is open. That was Swamiji said. So I also never read books. I just keep it for reference. But direct knowledge from such beings, some mystics and yogis, has helped me. I do the same. Let's bring it into Shruti and Smriti, as per the Sanatan Dharma's culture. Shruti and Smriti. I don't even make notes. Just listen. And in Tantra, we just sit in the vicinity of the Guru. That's the knowledge is infused.
Yes.
Is that
Yes.
subtle?
That's the whole idea of doing the in-person retreat also.
Person
And I
retreat, yes.
want to see Siddharth sir and have direct
Direct, yes,
in-person,
definitely in
yes,
future, maybe India,
someday.
maybe US.
Yes.
It
Yes.
will flow because I said Shakti is flowing. So I wish you all the best with the retreat. And because going there and doing, even I am here for a retreat, by the way. I'm going to
Oh, very
Lonavala for a
nice.
retreat. So I
Very
myself
nice.
go for a retreat, yes, to
Yes.
learn new things.
Very
And
good.
yes, online things are available. I saw somebody asking, please check the number. And we did 2 Ayurvedic vinyasas, very beautiful. We did the Sabdosha vinyasas. Uh, it is in Shimla. I have a home in Shimla. But again, you can connect to the team. Online things for the people are available. And the next program we are doing is very important. I feel so excited about it. It is the astrological yoga. So vinyasas for balancing Mars, vinyasas for balancing Saturn. Because astrology is not very relevant in US because you don't have Shani Mandir and you don't want to go and offer oil. But you can apply a particular oil on the legs to balance your Shani. So how does this work? How does the vibration of planets work on body and chakras? I think it will be a very great field of research. Also, Doctor, we'll definitely talk more on this because
Definitely,
I'm
sir.
talking to many
Yeah.
people about this. I'm talking to
And
sannyasis.
in this Astro Vinyasa, are you going to teach the students to do their chart?
Yes.
Yeah, to
Yes.
do their own chart?
4, 5, 6 days we have theory where we're going to talk about chart, know your planets, know your house, know your life. and then focus on what you need through yoga and
Wonderful.
spiritual remedy.
Thank
So
you so
very,
much. Yeah.
yes,
Thank you
yes.
so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ankur, anything else? Yeah, it's getting late, so we want to,
Yeah, getting late. Yeah.
we don't want to keep the
January,
folks
January.
waiting.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, all the
IST.
contact numbers, everything you can
Yeah.
get it from the everything I have put in the chat. My contact number also I will put just in case.
yeah, no, it's been a pleasure. It's always exciting, and the energy and of course, the answers and the conversation took us a little bit over, but I don't think anybody minds. Sailaja, you're sending that message directly to me, not to
Oh, okay.
everyone.
I
If
see,
you want to
I see.
repost it, share it.
Yes. Sorry about
People will
that.
have access, no problem. And Sahilaji's course is going to start January 24th. I linked it in the chat right there. To get a hold of Guru Siddhartji's course, you got to contact the team and then they'll get you plugged in. We'd love to have you maybe teach a course at Hindu University of America, but maybe that is a future initiative and partnership. But glad to have you on our webinar today, Dhanyavad. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you
Closing
so
thoughts
much.
from
Thank you so much,
Sailaji?
sir. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you so much. Hari Om. Namaste. Thank
Hari
you.
Om. Hari Om. Hari
Hari
Om.
Om. Jai Guru. Thank you.